On this adventure with Lukimyu, we have more engine trouble at sea. We anchor off Fraser Island and we explore Mooloolaba. Alright, so even though I'm completely knackered because we started our sail at 2 AM this morning, I need to replace some fuel filters because Porty, portside engine, he's not very happy at the moment. He's not getting enough fuel through, so let's see how we go. Alright, so I've got some tools out. We have a new fuel filter. So this is the port engine, and that's the filter in there that I need to replace. Every job on a boat always takes at least 2 or 3 times longer than you think. Okay, so I've got the filter out. Well, I'm just bleeding the lines now, having changed the filter. So hopefully we're not far off. And he runs! As the sun sets on Fraser Island. Morning! Looking pretty lush this morning. We left our beautiful anchorage and headed out on the inside of Fraser Island. Fraser Island is the world's largest sand island. I think their ramp and jetty has seen better days. We followed the channel markers down a windy 69 nautical mile passage to get from the north to the south of Fraser Island. So I'm just checking the Department of National Park Sport and Racing in Queensland that cover the parks in this area. About wildlife to be aware of. So, the current warnings
for where we are,
right now, which is Inskip National Park, and we're just on the southern side of Fraser Island, but not on the island, actually on the mainland bit. So, be wildlife aware. People have been seriously injured or killed by dangerous animals in Queensland. These include snakes, marine stingers, crocodiles. I don't know why they've got the cassowary in there. That's a bird that you could probably cook and eat. Nevertheless.
Are you serious?
Yep. Cassowaries' behaviour is unpredictable and they can cause serious injury to people and pets by kicking with their large clawed feet.
Jamie, they're huge. They're like emu size. You can't cook and eat a cassowary. They're huge.
Well, you could if you had a big enough barbecue or spit. Nevertheless, they're on the dangerous list.
Beware the cassowary.
Dingoes. Dingoes have potential to be dangerous to humans. Now, anyone who's seen movies or some old footage, they could take children.
And have actually killed children on Fraser Island.
And have killed children on Fraser Island.
No laughing matter.
No laughing matter. It's very serious. They look cute though. I mean, they just look like a dog. Stinging trees. Even the trees are trying to kill us. Wear protective clothing and insect repellent to protect yourself from bites and stings. Okay. Alright, so just to summarise. In the water, we've got jellyfish that are going to kill us. We've got swimming snakes that can kill us. We've got snakes on the land. We've got crocodiles. Big fat birds called cassowaries. They're going to be unpredictable and try and kill us. Dingoes, they're going to try and kill our children. Trees are going to try and sting us. And then there are insects and various other things that are going to sting and bite us.
So, ideal holiday location.
Oh, absolutely. Bring family here. It's beautiful. I would. Absolutely.
Swimming or not swimming tonight, Jen?
It's getting less likely. Reports of large crocodiles swimming off the coast of Fraser Island have been confirmed.
Can't you put your crocodile suit on?
What a stinger suit. Does that cover crocodiles? Sun's now set, so we can take down what we call our Tiffy tent. Named after Tiffany, because she's like me, she's pale, and will get burnt to a crisp.
Little flag there. That's Bundaberg. That's where we've been visiting Jake, Carly and the kids, and Mum came up for a visit. From Bundaberg we went over to down right there where that little flag is and stayed in Moon Point. We actually stayed around about there, which is about a third of the way down Fraser Island. And that was a relatively uncomfortable sail because it's, as always, due southeast and the winds were southeast. This is all Fraser Island, and there's this pathway that goes between Fraser Island and the mainland where you sort of end up snaking around through all these beacons. This is halfway point, so the idea is you get there at about high tide, and means you get high tide on the way in, helping you along, and then you get the flowing out tide because the tide flows in from both directions, helping you on the way out. And then we are now down here in what is called Pelican Bay.
Getting the tender ready to go only takes a few minutes, but it's not exactly the most graceful of jobs. We always ensure the outboard's running before we cast off. I'm going to go for a walk, but we also thought we'd have a look at what I think is a little shipwreck, a small boat that's obviously sunk at some point at this anchorage.
Poor people lost their boat.
It's a long time since we've been up here. I think it's been, what, 15 years, 17 years, something like that. But what I didn't expect was that amongst the gum trees there are also pine trees. Did not expect that. After a bit of a wander, we motored over to Rainbow Beach. Rainbow Beach is across Wide Bay on the southern tip of Fraser Island. Someone's gutted the shark, taking the tail off, not taking any meat, and he's only a baby. There's nothing I hate seeing more than the needless killing of marine life. We helped this little sea star turn over. He was caught in the surf. This is the ferry that goes across to Fraser Island. That is the Fraser Island ferry, having finished his day's work, and he's heading into his little bay.
I'd be more worried about those other boats.
And calling it a night. I've got to say, he came pretty bloody close to us, which was a bit daunting.
So this is the bottom end of Fraser Island right here. We were anchored just there. This is Pelican Point. We've just moved our boat to here, ready for an early morning departure tomorrow. We need to come out, go around here, and this is called the Wide Bay Bar. This bar here, and there's a little bit of bar here. And we've just put in some new coordinates that they've just given us to get us out like that. So you need to travel out there at flat high tide with a less than 1.5 metre swell, which is why we've stayed an extra day, because today was 1.7, tomorrow is 1.3 with almost no wind, and high tide is at 5 tomorrow, as opposed to it was at 4 today, so we're actually getting an extra hour of sleep as well. So we're going to get up at about 4:15, and then do that little bit around there and head out for Mad Mile, which is this bit here, which is meant to be worse than the bar apparently, and then down to Malula Bar.
Well, it's 5 to 5 in the morning and we are heading out of Wide Bay Bar, or heading towards Wide Bay Bar, leaving Wide Bay just beneath Fraser Island. Waiting for our weather window really paid off.
How was that, Jamie?
It was pretty smooth all in all. About to make our next turn to our next waypoint. We've certainly avoided those breaking waves, which is what the intention was. Tightening all the clamps on all the fuel lines. See if that prevents it from sucking some air in, which could be the problem. So let's give it a try again, hey?
So, Porty's working again, we think.
Yeah, he seems to at the moment.
What has happened in the last hour and a half, Jamie? Talk me through your problem solving.
I think he's had air in the lines, but I also think the filter needed replacing. That is a small filter, so we replaced the larger filter the other day. So I've replaced that, and then I've bled the lines, got all the air out, which took unfortunately a longer than usual period.
And why is that?
Because I forgot to isolate the fuel prior to changing the pump. So the fuel in the lines drops back, you get more air in there, it takes a lot longer to bleed the lines to get the air out.
Because
I'm stupid.
Thanks, Matt Damon.
Seeing dolphins always breaks up a trip.
Come on, boys, keep up.
As soon as we arrived in Malula Bar, it was time to stretch our legs and go exploring.
Points directly at the wreck. Final resting place of the HMAS Brisbane. Sunk as an artificial dive reef. Out there.
This is the Surfer's Code. How cool is that? On the next adventure with Lukimyu, Queensland sky lights up and we stumble across recent shipwrecks. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe and share it with your friends.